25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Blazers will boot it away to start the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Working on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Morton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. He has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Bust through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Wilkins. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Blazers.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls it in. It's Salter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up a beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
On the run, it's Wilkins. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Let's get that touch.
From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Close to the marker, it's Salter. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UAB. Strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Texas State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He's got him in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Yates. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Blazers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Jaguars will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll knock him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Blazers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 24 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Hit as he throws. Lost, the defense is wide open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Blazers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. 14. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Wilkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Wilkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket and knocking that ball down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Morton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Jaguars will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, South Alabama. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more...
Makes the grab on the right.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Yates. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Blazers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Salter. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Blazers are rolling down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game, Steve.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
from the gun. They'll try to impose their will. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points. And running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today, college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
For the defense. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Blazers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. They'll give it to him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.